आज ही डाउटनेट ऐप डाउनलोड करें। डाउटनेट पर होगा अब आपके सभी मैथ्स, केमिस्ट्री, फिजिक्स और बायोलॉजी डाउट्स का सफाया। बस अपने क्वेश्चन की फोटो खींचो, उसे क्रॉप करो और तुरंत वीडियो सॉल्यूशन पाओ। डाउनलोड नाउ।
So here we have a question. If root 1 minus x square plus root 1 minus y square is equals to a brackets x minus y, then we have to prove that dy over dx is equals to root over 1 minus y square divided by 1 minus y square divided by 1 minus x square, right? This is the question we have and we have to prove that. So we will start from here, right? We will start from here, this part. So what we will do in this part? First, I can write root 1 minus x square plus root 1 minus y square is equals to a x minus y, right? Now I can do one thing. I can write root 1 minus x square plus root 1 minus y square is equals to a x minus y as the first equation, right? Now how do we solve this one? Now we have to substitute, right? Now I am going to substitute for better solution. So I will just substitute the value of x as sine theta, right? And the value of y as sine phi, right? So the value of x is sine theta and the value of y is sine phi. Why I'm putting it? To get the solution, right? To get the solution, or we can make it from complex to simpler, right? Okay. So we have root 1 minus x square. So I will just put down the value of x over here, right? So that is 1 minus x square, that is 1 minus sine square theta. Similarly, we have to write y square as well. So 1 minus sine square phi, right? And here we can write a sine theta minus sine phi, right? We can use that. Okay, so this is first what we have to do. Now the second one. Okay, so you can say that 1 minus sine square theta is cos theta, right? So I will write cos theta over here, and root 1 minus sine square phi is cos phi. So I will write cos phi over here, right? Now what we are left with, a sine theta minus sine phi, right? Here we have. So we have calculated cos theta plus cos phi, that is equals to a sine theta minus sine phi. Okay, so we can do one thing now from here. Let me just scroll it down. So that is a. We have to find out the value of a from here. So a is equals to cos theta plus cos phi, right? And then divided by sine theta minus sine phi, right? Okay, I have just taken this a to left hand side and I will write cos theta plus cos phi divided by sine theta minus sine phi. Now there is some formula that we have to remember, that is cos c plus d formula, right? Cos c plus d formula is basically 2 cos c plus d by 2 and cos c minus d by 2, right? This is the formula for cos c plus d, right? And the second formula is for sine c minus d, sine c minus d, right? So what's the formula for sine c minus d? That is 2 cos c plus d divided by 2 and then sine c minus d divided by 2. So this will be the formula for sine c minus d and cos c plus d. I will just put down the value of cos c plus d formula here and I will just take this value of sine c minus d here. And you know that the value of c is theta here and the value of d is phi over here, right? So what I will do now, a is equals to cos theta plus cos phi. So it will become 2 cos theta plus phi divided by 2, right? From here. Now we have cos phi here, over here, so I can write, I have to raise this. Okay, that is cos phi over here. So I will write cos C minus D, right? That is theta minus phi divided by 2. Now, I will move forward now here. Divided by, now we have sin C minus sin D. So I will write that sin C minus D formula, that is 2 cos theta plus phi over 2, right? And sin theta minus phi over 2, right? So from here, this and this got cancelled out, right? So what we are left with? So from here, what we are left with? A is equals to cos theta minus phi by 2 and sin theta minus phi by 2. So it will become cot theta minus phi by 2, right? Because cos theta over sin theta is cot theta. So that's why we can take cos theta minus phi is equals to 2. Now we have to move forward. Okay. So now I can write one thing, that is cot inverse A, right? So from here I can write cot inverse of A, that is equals to theta minus phi over 2, right? Cot inverse A, that is equals to theta minus phi over 2, right? Or we can write theta minus phi is equals to 2 cot inverse minus A, right? Cot inverse minus A. Cot inverse A, sorry. Okay. Now I have the value of theta and phi from here. You can see from here, right? I have the value of theta and phi, right? So I will just put down the value of theta and phi from here, right? Okay. Okay. Now, okay. So this will become sin inverse x minus sin inverse y, that is equals to 0, right? We can write that because A is the constant term. So that's why if I'm going to differentiate, if I'm going to put down the values, right? So this will become 0, right? Okay. Now I have to differentiate both of the sides, right? So d over this dx and d over dx as well for this one and this one. So there is a formula for sin inverse x, that is 1 over root 1 minus x square, right? Minus, I have to differentiate sin inverse y with respect to x. So what I will write? 1 over root 1 minus y square times y dash, because I have to differentiate y as well, so it will become y dash as well. So this is going to be equals to 0. Okay. Now what we are left with? So we are left with y dash, right? So we can find out the value of y dash from here. So minus 1 root over 1 minus y square y dash is equals to minus 1 over root 1 minus x square. So this minus and this minus got cancelled out, and what we are left with in the last? Okay. So what we are left in the last, that is y dash is equals to root over 1 minus y squared divided by root over 1 minus x square. Okay. So this is what we have to prove, right? This is what we have to prove in the question. I will show you that. So we have proved y is equals to root 1 minus y square divided by 1 minus x square, right? And that is what we have to prove in this question. Look, here we have, right? This is how we are going to do that. Okay. So thank you.
क्लास 6 से 12 से लेके नीट IIT JEE मेंस और एडवांस के लेवल तक 10 मिलियन से ज़्यादा स्टूडेंट्स का भरोसा। आज ही डाउनलोड करें डाउटनट ऐप या व्हाट्सएप कीजिए अपने डाउट्स 8400 400 400 पर।